Welcome to the TUE Brew Review. This week we are checking out Night Ravine Black IPA. This comes to us from Ravinia Brewing Company, which has location in Chicago and also up in the northern suburbs in Highland Park. And I've been reading about these guys, and actually they've been in the news, unfortunately, lately, because they are embroiled in a bit of a trademark infringement spat that has been brought on by the Ravinia Music Festival grounds that's also located up in the Highland Park. Apparently, about 6 years ago, when Ravinia Brewing first started, they did sign an agreement with the Music Festival grounds that stated as long as the brewery just focused on making beer and did not link themselves to the festival, that it was cool to use the Ravinia name. But now they are embroiled in a lawsuit that the Ravinia Festival grounds have brought against the brewery. And the brewery claims to have already spent over $100,000 in legal fees, and it is significantly impacting their ability to do business or even stay in business. In fact, they got a GoFundMe page going. Apparently, allegedly, they were playing live music once a week in their Highland Park location, and that may have started the spat. But that's all the information I know about it. So we'll see how that plays out. But I've had these guys' beers before. Been in their tap room. They do make some aggressive beers, and black IPAs are certainly amongst them. So about 15 years ago, they made every flavor of IPA under the rainbow. And when I say rainbow, they started making IPAs, which are hop-forward beers, with different malt characteristics and different grain bills. So they would use darker roasted malts. There was the red IPAs that came out, and they're still out there, and black IPAs. They were actually a thing for a while, although you don't see too many of these around anymore. I think the black IPA phenomenon has cooled off. So it is your standard American IPA. So again, a lot of hops, going to have a lot of citrus characters with the kind of the Pacific Northwest type of hops, but it's also going to have the addition of dark roasted malt to give you some of that roast, coffee, chocolate character. So let's see how the two play together. It comes in this really kind of cool, almost like a neon glow-in-the-dark 16-ounce can. All of their beers have the bicycle on the label, I believe. Independent craft brewer logo. Looks like we've got about 6.4% ABV and 40 IBUs. That's the International Bittering Unit scale that goes up to over 100. Usually IPAs come in over 50. So this is doesn't quite have the amount of alpha acids that one would expect in an IPA, but with the acidity of the hops, of the roasted malt, I should say, that probably more than offsets the lower IBUs. So enough of me yapping. Gosh, it's been a few minutes already. Let's get into this. So as one would expect, for my black IPA, you've got a very dark pour. That is a deep brown bordering on black. You've got a really deep brown, clingy head. Definitely getting the hops, aromatics really kind of hit you in the nose. I'm not getting too much of the roast character. It's definitely the citrus and the tropicalness of the hops that's in the nose on this one. Cheers. Wow, the hops definitely hit the front of the palate, but as it worked its way to the back, now the malts are really kicking in. And chocolate, cocoa, some roast toasted characters definitely coming in on the back end. So it's almost like drinking two beers in one. Hops in the nose and on the front of the palate, and then you get the stout character on the back end. Yeah, the finish is fairly clean for an IPA. Definitely getting more of the hop burn on the back end in a good way. So they've really kind of dialed down the stout or the roast malt character quite a bit, which I kind of like, because it should be first and foremost an IPA with some dark malt character. I've had some black IPAs that overdo it on the roasted malts, and in my opinion, those two styles are in conflict and they don't play well on the palate. But this, they've got just a little hit of the dark malts to help complement and frankly bring out a lot of the hoppy character. So for black IPA, I am pleasantly surprised at how much I like this. This is a really well done beer. So I hope these guys are able to mend fences with the music festival and everybody can get along, because great music and great beer should go well together and should not be in conflict. Like this beer, the flavors, the malt and the hops are in harmony. So let's hope the same for both Ravinia Music Festival and the Ravinia Brewing Company. This is Black IPA and it's called Night Ravine. Coincidentally, one of my favorite 1980s rock bands. Sister Christian, When You Close Your Eyes, Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Lots of great hits. Cheers.